guys, so we're going to do a couple of things in this episode. I'm going to show you what the tomato suckers are and how to remove them, and I'm also going to try two different ways of propagating the tomato suckers. So if you can see, this is the main stem that goes up here, and you've got your leaf branches that come off, and in between here, in like the little elbow joint in between, this is where you'll get the tomato suckers. So these are like offshoots which will grow into basically a new plant. So all you do with these is you just pull these off, because these use up the plant's energy. So what I've done is I've deliberately left one of these to grow, because this is one here, and as you can see, it's got quite big. It's basically another plant growing off of this plant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off, and there you have another tomato plant basically. So we're going to try one. I'm going to dunk straight into some water and put it somewhere nice and warm and not too sunny, but bright light. There's another tomato plant here. That's a sucker in there, in between the leaf joints. So we're going to take that one off. I'm just going to chuck that one away. Theoretically, could grow roots, but it's highly unlikely because it's so small. It will probably just shrivel up and die because there's not enough moisture in it. It will just dry out and die. So I've done the same on this one. I've deliberately let another one grow up here from the leaf joint and the main stem. So this is a sucker. This is a tomato sucker, or an offshoot, which will grow into another plant, and you'll get flowers on it. It's just basically a new top for the plant. So I'm going to cut him off. I'll tidy up that cut in a minute. This one I'm going to put in some compost. So I've just got a little tub of compost. I'm going to poke a hole in it. I'm going to bury it in quite deep. And I'm going to stick him in there and fill in the hole. Make sure the compost's nice and up against the stem so there's no air trapped in there. So we've got one in compost and one in water. So the only thing you've got to worry about is them drying out before they grow roots. So if you just give them a spray a couple of times a day, just a normal spray of water, that'll hopefully keep the leaves moist and stop them from drying out. If it's got any flowers on it, take them off because we don't need them yet. I think there's a couple in there starting to develop, so just be careful you don't damage the tip of the plant, and just pinch them off. So I'll show you a couple of more suckers, removing a couple more of these suckers. There's another one here. It's up to you if you want to snip them off or just pull them off. You can just pull them off like this. It's just simple. And you just got to keep on top of it. It doesn't matter if you want to let them grow a little bit so you can get hold of them better. Probably an inch or so is best. If you try and get them off when they're tiny, that's fine. You can still do it. It's just easier to wait for them to get a bit bigger. Also, if you've removed any of the bottom leaves, you'll still get the suckers coming out of the leaf joints. So you just pull them off. Just pull them off. Or cut them off. It's up to you. Depending on how I'm feeling, I'll cut them or pull them off. Yeah. There's any more on this one. So, you can see there's quite a few. It's almost every leaf joint that you'll get them. A little tiny one there. Another little one there. They'll keep coming back as well. Once you've taken these ones off, in a few days they'll probably start growing another one. So you just keep on top of it. It just keeps all the energy going up the main stem to your flowers, to the growth, and stops it being diverted off to the new growth. It depends. If you wanted to, you could let a couple of the suckers grow up. I've done it before. I've cut the top off, just got rid of it, and just let a couple go up, so it's like a Y shape, and then you've got two main branches going up. It doesn't really increase the yield much, and you probably get smaller tomatoes, but you probably get, it's up to you what you do really. Another little one there. So there's a tiny one there. I'll probably just leave him to get a bit bigger so you can get hold of it. There's another one there. So that's all there is to it really, guys. Yeah, we're going to see if these two will grow. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. More often than not, they will. I've not tried it in water before, but I've heard that you just wait for the roots to come out and then put it in compost. Normally I prefer just to put it straight in the compost, but you've just got to keep it quite moist and stop the leaves from drying out by giving it a squirt. If you wanted to, you could, I'll show you how. You just take a few of the leaves off just so there's less leaf area. You don't have to, they'll be fine as it is. So yeah, I hope you've learnt something from this, guys. I know most people already know what to do, but just in case anyone doesn't, there you go, that's all you have to do. This is only for indeterminate varieties, cordon varieties. If you've got a bush variety or a determinate, which basically just means you can just leave it alone. You just plant the seed, let it grow. You don't have to do any pruning or anything. These are indeterminate, which means they're a vine, so it will just grow. If you let it, it will just go everywhere. So if you want to grow it up straight, you just keep one stem, maybe two if you want. You could let one grow and have two, but it doesn't really, there's no real benefit to doing that. So you might as well just train it straight up and let 4 or 5 of these grow, or 6, and then when it gets to about 6 or 7 foot tall, just chop the top off to stop it going any further. So yeah, that's all there is to it, guys. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, hope you learnt something. I'll see you next time. I'll get back to you in a second.